Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things you need to know about Injustice 2 before purchasing it. Number 5. Story Mode. Now, Injustice 2 Story Mode takes place in the DC universe, so it will feature many of the well-known characters you most likely have grown up with. Now, the storyline of Injustice 2 is a very deep and rather dark story arc, tackling that of pain, loss, and betrayal, and how something like that can really change someone. In this case, it would be Superman. You see, at the very beginning of the Injustice universe, Superman would lose his wife Lois Lane, who was also pregnant at the time with his child. This was due to the Joker making him inadvertently kill her, and after this had happened, Clark had snapped. He would kill the Joker, and after seeing that stuff like this would continue to happen, regardless of how many times they put them away, Clark decided to have an all-world ceasefire and somewhat rule the world under an iron fist. Of course, many heroes didn't agree with this, and this led to a somewhat civil war breaking out amongst the heroes, Batman being on the opposing side of Superman. Now, during the end of Injustice 1, the evil Superman was beaten and was put inside a Red Sun prison cell, and now one of the most dangerous beings put away, the world can kind of reform back to what it originally was. However, Injustice 2 seems to continue the trend of crap hitting the fan. We have the inclusion of the Society, a group of supervillains that wish to destroy the superheroes and rule the world for themselves, and Brainiac, an intergalactic world destroyer slash collector. Things are certainly looking very interesting for the Injustice 2 universe, as it seems like we may have Clark and Superman reform their friendship in order to take down a common enemy, but you have to wonder which one of the two will stab the other in the back. It is only a matter of time. So Injustice 2 story arc is looking very promising, as the Injustice 2 universe has always had a very interesting take on superheroes and heroism itself. So this is a story mode I'm absolutely looking forward to playing, as it's made by NetherRealm Studios, who made Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice 1, and Mortal Kombat X, and all 3 of these had an extremely good story mode. Number 4. Gear System. Now, the gear system is the main selling point of Injustice 2. We've never quite had a fighting game that has allowed us to customize our fighters as much as this has. Plus, the loot and gear system adds another layer to gameplay. You see, you have the ability to acquire new moves, different shaders, and different bits of armor. It allows a single fighter to be personalized by you, and to really kind of look as badass as you want. Now, many people are worried about the whole balancing issue. I feel like this does need to be cleared up. There is a mode in online in which you can play with all the cosmetic stuff on, but all the stats turned off. So it'd be your base character versus another opponent's base character, all stats aside, and with both being on an even playing field. Now, gear is extremely easy to earn in this game. You can earn it through online matches, or if that's not really your thing, you'll be able to enter the multiverse, which is basically like the daily and weekly towers we saw in Mortal Kombat, except it's been expanded on and has so much going on here. You're able to earn gear by completing a tower and just by participating in fights within that tower, so you are constantly being able to earn gear. And maybe if that's not really your thing, there's a ton of offline stuff that you can do in order to get gear, so your character will constantly be growing, and you in turn will be able to feel rewarded for what you do. You'll also be able to earn loot boxes that will help you unlock additional gear. Number 3. Microtransaction. There aren't really any microtransactions in Injustice 2. The only microtransactions there are to unlock any shaders, so it's nothing that affects gameplay. The only way to earn gear is through fighting and loot boxes. Shaders can also be unlocked within loot boxes, meaning that the player has the option to purchase the shader early or grind it out until you get said shader. It's all within the player's hand. Now, at number 2, we have DLC. Now, there's going to be a ton of DLC for Injustice 2. With 9 DLC characters post-release, this game is going to be filled to the brim with a diverse roster of characters and continued community support for an extremely long amount of time. Now, we do know who will feature in the first DLC pack, but we don't know who else will feature in the next 2. So that means that the characters that we see there are currently in production post the game's release. So in a way, it's true DLC. Now, if you do pre-order the game, you will get Darkseid. However, if you do not, that character will not be available for you to use. At least a few weeks later post-release, you will have the option to in fact purchase him. Now, post-release, you will have 9 DLC characters for the first year. And the reason why I say first year is due to the fact that if this game is successful enough, then they will have a second year where they will release more DLC, much like Combat Pack 1 and Combat Pack 2. Of course, this isn't currently confirmed, but if this game does get enough support, we can expect it to have the same treatment that Mortal Kombat XL did. Now, number 1, and this is the most important one of all, gameplay. NRS has prided themselves on making some extremely fantastic game, and this is solely due to how fun the gameplay is. Ever since the rebooted title of Mortal Kombat 9, they've continued to show that they want to grow their franchise and not have it be extremely bog standard. By breaking the mold, they're able to come up with some fantastic and unique gameplay, such as the variation system for Mortal Kombat X. They're able to come up with a product that's different but extremely fun to play, and this is Injustice 2's gameplay. Although very similar to Injustice 1, bits and pieces have been changed changed with it to have it feel unique and different from its predecessors. The new meter burn roll, air teching, everything about the gameplay within Injustice 1 has been improved in the new game, and I will say that it's better than the first installment, as before the gameplay did feel rather slow due to how strong zoning was back then, but now with stuff like the meter burn roll, it's going to change up the pace of the gameplay, and from getting my hands on the game early, I can definitely confirm that it's at a much faster pace, and if you love the first Injustice game, you are guaranteed to love the second. Anyway guys, this kind of wraps it up, but hopefully this has given you guys a rough idea of what you're going to get yourself into if you purchase Injustice 2. I highly do recommend pre-ordering it, as you will be getting an extra character with the game. I also hope this has cleared up some stuff about microtransactions, as I'm sure that a lot of people are really confused with how the microtransactions work in this game and don't really fully understand how it works. Anyway, this kind of wraps up the video, and if possible guys, let's try getting this video to roughly about 500 likes. It's a great way of supporting my channel, as YouTube's adpocalypse is still currently going on right now. So now, as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care, and I will see you all next time.